Good morning, students. In the last class, we studied about valuation of assets and what does valuation of assets and liabilities means, points to be remembered for valuing the assets and liabilities, and objectives of valuation of assets and liabilities. So here in this class, we'll be talking about how to value the assets. So how is the valuation of assets made? So before that, briefly I'll be saying about the evaluation. The valuation of assets is very important because overstatement or understatement of the value of assets in the balance sheet not only distorts the true and fair value of the financial position, but also it gives the wrong position of the profitability in the company. So next, coming on to what are the classified. Here assets can be classified of 4 types. One is fixed assets, current assets or floating assets. Next is intangible assets and fictitious assets. So next, first coming to fixed assets. How is this valuation of fixed assets done? So fixed assets are usually valued at going concern value. So it is valued at going concern concept. So which means cost less depreciation. So after deducting the cost, the value of an fixed assets will be made. Cost here means purchase price of the assets, which includes manufacturing, buying and installation expenses incurred to bring the assets in the use. So depreciation is a provision made for reducing the value of the assets according to their usage, according to the nature and wear and tear. So depreciation should be provided fairly, so otherwise the assets cannot be valued properly. So it includes going concern concept. That means that is cost minus depreciation. So assets will be valued according to the going concern concept. So in assets includes land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures. So those are all the fixed assets. So next, coming on to the current assets and floating assets. So how is this current assets and floating assets will be valued? So these are usually converted into cash at the earliest opportunities in the process of business activities. So this current assets means it can be easily converted into cash at the earliest possible. So these are of the nature of 1 year. So this might include sundry debtors, bills receivable, stocks, means that is raw materials, etc. So usually current assets are valued at virginal price, that is cost price or market price, whichever is lower. So it is valued at virginal price, that is cost price, which is purchased price, or the market price. The market price means at present what is the value of that current assets. So according to that, this current assets will be valued, and whichever is less is the cost price or the market price, whichever is less, that will be considered, because they are intended to convert into cash at the earliest possible time. Hence, when value may realize its importance. So it is taking into account virginal value, that is cost price, or the market value for the purpose of valuation. So next, coming on to intangible assets. So these intangible assets includes goodwill, patents, patent rights, trademark, know-how, etc. So these are valued at the auditor should see the period of the time until it is fully written off. They are shown as the assets because they do not have any realizable value. They are to be valued at actual cost less amount written off as a depreciation up to the balance sheet. So they are valued at actual cost less the amount depreciable value of that particular intangible assets, the cost basis less written off value. So next, coming on to fictitious assets, it is valued at the actual cost less the amount written off. So this fixed intangible assets and fictitious assets should be written off according to the cost basis and the amount written off value. So while auditing, the auditor will see to it that these are all the concepts which has been included in valuing that particular assets. So next, coming on to methods of valuation of assets. So here we came to know what are all the includes and what are all the concepts that has been included. So next, coming on to what are all the methods which has been included for valuation of assets. So first is cost method. So cost method, in this method valuation of asset is made on basis of purchase price of an assets. So it is very simple method for valuation of assets. So here the assets, the cost value based on the purchase value, the assets will be valued. The assets, that may be fixed assets or any kind of assets, will be valued accordingly based on the purchase price of a particular assets. So next, coming to market value method. So this market value method, valuation of assets can be made based on the market price of such assets. So this here in the market value method, the book value of a particular assets will not be considered, but the market value, the present value of an assets will be considered for the purpose of valuation of assets. So this includes replacement value method and realizable value method. So next is what price, that replacement value method means at what price it is replaceable and at what price it is realized at a particular time. So next, coming on to the standard cost method. So here some business organization fix a standard cost on a basis of their past experience. So on the basis of standard cost, they make valuation of assets and present in a balance sheet. So according to their past experience, they will evaluate the particular assets and record it in the balance sheet. They will be having in past experience at what price these assets may be taken into consideration. So at that, by realizing that, they'll value the assets and then they'll take into balance sheet. Next is average cost method. So valuation of such assets. So simple method for valuation of assets which can be distinguished like petrol. So here we don't know for example in average cost method, here we can't make and separate for every kind of assets. So for example, taking petrol or something like that, so that cannot be divided into the assets, that cannot be divided equally, and then we cannot value that particular assets. So at that time, average cost method will be taken into consideration. Next is scrap value method. So assets which are usually the enterprise may be sold, so where there will be a scrap or an damaged product, so that so how that will be considered into valuing the assets. So the value of such assets can be disposed as a scrap. It is called a scrap value of an asset. So damaged product will usually go less than the cost price, so that should be taken into consideration. So auditor has to take this much of method. So you should see that among this, what method has been taken into consideration for valuing the assets. So these are all the methods of valuation of assets. So these are all the concept, on what concept the assets will be valued. So next, coming on to valuation of liabilities. So likewise the assets, the liability should also be valued. Liabilities should be valued means that liability will already be given by an creditors or the equity shareholders or creditors or the preference shareholders for the company. So we can't value that liabilities, but we know the methods will be there. So for example, creditors means what is the value of that? So there the loans and advances will be, interest rates will be there. So how to consider that interest rate? So here the liabilities might include what and all. The liabilities side of balance sheet includes that might include the equities, preference shares and reserves and all kind of secured and unsecured loans, and also creditors. So these things will be included on the liability side of the assets. So liability side of the balance sheet. So how can the liabilities be valued? So for example, the amount will be already paid, but the interest rate keeps changing every now and then, so that can be changed accordingly. So here there are three methods for valuing these liabilities, that may be of market price or the present price of present interest rate what is to be given, or income approach. So what is according to the income of the company, the interest or will be paid or the dividends will be paid. So next is cost approach. So according to the cost of the particular, maybe whatever interest or something creditors, so it will be paid according to cost method. So these are the things about valuation of assets and valuation of liabilities. So what are the method which includes for valuation of assets and liabilities? Thank you.